Hey guys, Brett here, and in this video I want to talk about a question that a lot of people have when they're thinking about ranking their website and they're thinking about SEO. The question is, what about social media? Are the social networks going to help you with your SEO and help get your site ranked? Well, unfortunately, there's really not an easy answer to that question. The truth is that there's a lot of debate on whether or not search engines actually look for social signals in order to decide on how high a site should rank. But really, that doesn't even matter because you should still use social media anyway, but maybe not for the reason that you're thinking. The reason you should be using social media is because no matter what, it will definitely get more eyeballs to your site. It'll get more people to see your website and be aware of your website. And some of those people might have blogs. Some of those people might link back to you. You don't know. It will get your website available to more people, which is always going to be a good thing. It's going to help you get awareness of your website. It's going to help you build backlinks because some of the people on the social networks are going to be linking to you or referring to you. It's basically going to seed your efforts and make you be an aware site as opposed to just some dead site that's like an island in the middle of the ocean that nobody even knows about to start with. So there are two sites that I like to use. I use Google Plus and I use Facebook, and I use both of them very regularly. And I use them both for two completely different reasons, though. To start off with, I'm going to show you Google Plus, and I'm going to show you how I use Google Plus, and I'll explain to you why I use Google Plus. Okay, so this is my G Plus account, and as you can see, I don't particularly have that many followers. I got like 386 followers, which is not a lot at all. I don't put any effort at all into building up followers. Honestly, I don't even know where these followers came from. It's just people following me just because they like to. I don't advertise my G Plus account. I don't try to build it up. I don't really do anything like that at all. I have the G Plus account for one specific purpose. And if you look at the posts that I make, you can see that one specific purpose. What I do is I post links back to the reviews and to the blog posts that I put on my blog. And when I post these links, I also make sure that I post a text summary with the link. So I post the link back to the review on my blog, and I also post a summary of what that link is linking to. And if you look at my G Plus account, that's all I do with this account. I don't do anything else with it. I don't interact with people. I don't try to build a following. I just use it to post links back to my blog. So you're probably wondering why I do this. I mean, if I don't have a lot of followers, why would I even spend the time and the energy posting these links, that are going back to my blog? What's the purpose of it? Well, first of all, it's not a lot of time and energy. It takes 10 seconds to do it, but there is a very specific reason why I do this. Let me go over to Google and do a little search here. So here I am. I'm actually searching for a product that I recently promoted, keyword suggestion, and you can see I'm not in the search engine rankings for this one. I was unable to rank for this particular product. I usually can rank, but sometimes I can't. And this time I was unable to rank for this particular product. So people searching keyword suggestion review are not going to find my site. And, that's okay because you can't win all the time. But if you look, what is showing on page 1 of Google is my G Plus post. You see, you have to keep in mind, Google owns G Plus. I mean, it's Google Plus, right? That's obvious. But Google owns G Plus, so they naturally give prominence to their own social network. I mean, it just makes sense. Why wouldn't they show their own social network in their search results? They want people to use their social network. So G Plus posts naturally get prominence. Because of that, it's extremely easy to get a G Plus post on the first page of Google. So sure, in this particular case, I was unable to rank my website on page 1 of Google for these keywords, but I was able to get a link that goes to my website on page 1 of Google. If people click on this, it's going to take them to the post on G+, and then they're going to read the summary that I wrote. This is why I write those summaries. They're going to read that summary that I wrote, which is intended to get people interested enough that they want to actually read the review. So they read the summary, they get interested, they get tantalized a little bit, and then they click on the review and, of course, head over to my blog, which is what I want to happen anyway. If we look at the VideoVi product, I promote a VideoVi Pro. I'm ranking for VideoVi Pro review. You can see here's my blog right here, but right underneath it is my G Plus post. So now I actually have two links on the first page of Google. Now, these links are no follow links, so Google is not going to count that for SEO. But I really don't care about that. It still links back to my website. It still gets people to see my website on page one. It gets people to see my name. It gets people to see my branding on page one of Google. This is important, and it's free. G Plus is completely free. You don't have to boost the post or advertise or anything like that. Since Google owns G Plus, you're basically getting a freebie and a free, easy way to rank in the search engine results by using G Plus. Okay, so like I said, the second social network that I like to use is Facebook. And I use Facebook for a completely different purpose. So here we are, we're on my Facebook fan page. And just like my G Plus account, you can see that I put absolutely no effort into building up a following or, doing any kind of advertising for the fan page. As a matter of fact, I've had this fan page for well over a year now, and I don't even have 500 likes yet. I'm at 498 likes. And that's because I don't put any effort into the fan page at all. This fan page only exists for one reason. And just like my G Plus account, you can kind of tell what it is by looking at the page. So you can see what I'm doing here is I'm posting links back to my blog. I'm posting links that take people to the blog posts that I want them to see. Now, I am doing it on Facebook for a very different reason than what I did it on Google+. On Google+, I did it because very often it gives you a free link in the page one rankings. But the reason I'm doing it on Facebook is so I can boost the posts. I want to boost the posts because that's going to build up likes. It's going to build up quick, easy, and cheap awareness of my post. It's going to bring people back to my website. It's going to make people aware of the post that I've just made. And some of those people are going to share it. Some of those people are going to link to it. Some of those people are just going to come and see it. But no matter what they do, it's going to be good for my site. It's going to get people to my site, and it's going to make people aware that I've made a new post. All of this awareness, this sharing, this link backing is inevitably going to be good for my site in general. It's going to make my site look like a healthier, better, and higher quality site, which is going to make it better in Google's eyes and make it more likely that I'm going to rank high in the search engine results. Now, unlike Google, Facebook isn't free. You're going to boost the post, you have to pay to boost the post. But it's not very expensive at all. You can see the very last boost that I did right here was for my Click Magnet promo. I got 34 post clicks. Let me see here. Let me get the details here. I'm going to view the insights. 34 post clicks. 31 of them were clicks back to my website, so people that actually went to my website. And I spent $5 on this boost. So 31 people to my website for $5 is pretty stinking cheap. You really can't get much cheaper than that. And like I said, I do this for every post, just about every post, most of them. And even though it costs me money, it's well worth the benefit because some of these people that are coming to my site, some of them will link to my site on forum postings. Some of them will link to my site on their own website. Some of them will come back to my website. Some of them will talk about my website on other websites. It gets awareness of my site. It gets people talking about my site, and it's good overall for the health of my site. And best of all, the traffic is so cheap that, even setting aside the health benefits for my site, I can still make money off of the traffic because I'm getting clicks for like 10 or 12 cents a piece. So as for the question, what about social media and are the social networks good for SEO and good for ranking in the search engines? Well, that depends on how you define good. If you think that getting a whole bunch of likes is automatically going to mean that, Google's going to see that and say like, oh, Brett's post got 500 likes, so we better rank him high in the search engine results. No, that's not the way it works. But the act of getting 500 likes and getting 500 people to like my post or like my site means that those people have also shared it. They've also spread my site. They're also talking about my site, posting about it on forums and other places, which means that Google will see those things, and those things will be good for my site. So it's not necessarily like posting to social media and getting social media attention from the social networks is directly good for your site, but the results of having that attention is good for your site. Because of this, I would strongly suggest that everybody, at the very least, use Google+, because Google+ is completely free. And also strongly consider using Facebook, create a fan page, post links to the fan page, and throw a $5 or a $10 boost in, maybe not every time, at least on the posts that you think are going to be particularly useful to people.